when Daniel talks about the ancient empires, the Medo-Persians and the Greeks, the Romans, he always described them as beasts. Well, in his visions, it always came to him as beasts. When Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, he dreamed his statue which foretold all these empires that were to rise and fall. He saw them as shiny metals, gold and silver and brass and iron. But Daniel, a Jew, saw them as beasts who would consume the Jewish people if they could. So anytime he referred to Greece, or the demonic entity that controlled Greece, Greek Empire, Alexander, Daniel referred to them as he-goat, or a leopard, 4 wings, speed. So the he-goat is this. So let's go to Daniel. I'm going to read a little bit, so it's going to sound like reading, but I can't help this reading. Daniel 8, 5 through 7, it's not going to be long. And as I was thinking about this, a he-goat with a single great horn between its eyes came out of the west, crossing the whole earth and not touching the ground. And he, the he-goat, came to the ram that had 2 horns, ram being Medo-Persia. We covered that earlier, but we'll get to that. The ram being Medo-Persia, and he came to the ram that had 2 horns. I'm still in Daniel 8, 5 through 7. And charged at him with great rage, and I saw him attack the ram ferociously, striking it and breaking the ram's 2 horns. One was Medo, one was the Medes, and one was the Persians. There's 2 horns, 2 power sources of Medo-Persia. Striking it and breaking the 2 horns, and the ram was powerless to stand against him, and the goat threw him to the ground and stamped upon him, and there was no one could save the ram out of his hands. So that's what Daniel's prophesied. He's doing this back at the time of Babylon, or possibly the early years of Nebuchadnezzar, of the Darius and Cyrus's empire. But long before it happened, he's prophesying this ram would come out of Greece and destroy. The Persian Empire is just starting its power trip. The Medo-Persian Empire. They had just conquered Babylon, and now they were on a roll. Daniel's having a vision saying, well, we're having a roll, but out of the east, out of the west rather, will come a he-goat. A he-goat that will take the ram and take it out, and the ram will be no more. Anyway, he attacked the ram, and the he-goat symbolizes Greece, or the satanic prince that possessed Alexander. And Alexander exploded out of Greece with a small army, not 20, 30,000, 40,000 men at the tops, not a huge army. And Darius could, the king of the Medo-Persian Empire, Darius III, he could raise up 100, 120, 150,000, 250,000 if they had to face this 30,000 roughly Greek force that Alexander was leading. But he moved so fast. That's why the leopard had 4 wings. He moved so fast his feet barely touched the ground. And he came upon the ram and destroyed him. The Persian king, Darius III, sent several armies, all of them vastly outnumbering the Greeks. Alexander's army sliced them to pieces and toppled the empire of the Medes and the Persians. In quick order, Alexander the Great occupied Egypt. Alexandria is named after him. And then the whole Middle East. And in a very few months, he marched his army into Pakistan and northern India. He was on a roll, like I said. But in the meantime comes one of the most amazing prophecies. While Alexander was doing all that, there was one city just north of Judah, just north of where Israel used to be before the Assyrians took it, called Tyre. Tyre was a famous city. It was famous for its ships, merchant ships. And Tyre would send ships all over the known world, the Mediterranean, some say even as far as Britain, trading. Tyre was a very powerful city-state. It was a city, but a city-state. But it was in the way of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. When Nebuchadnezzar, a young man, he marched his army up to Tyre and took the city. And so that he wouldn't have that problem with them again, he tore their walls down. And no city in the ancient world could survive without walls around it. None. You didn't have walls around, you didn't survive, because roving armies were coming, especially that part of the world, because that's where Asia and Europe and Africa meet, right there in the Middle East. You have Africa, Egypt coming right into that. You have Asia, which is the Middle East, and you have Europe, which is part of Turkey now, coming right down. So you had all the areas in the modern world and the ancient world were all meeting right there. So Alexander, so Tyre became a very, very powerful, but it was in the way of Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar tore his walls down, leaving them defenseless. Well, after a bit, the people of Tyre, living defenseless, decided to move to an island a few hundred yards off the coast, creating a natural sea moat between them and any roving enemy. And they moved they abandoned the old city and moved the entire city, lock, stock, and barrel, over to the island. And they built a new city, New Tyre, on the island, and they continued their trading from there. And that became Tyre. A couple hundred years later, Alexander the Great comes bouncing along with his army. And he's on his way to Egypt. And he looks and he says, I can't leave Tyre just behind me like that. They're an enemy. I can't leave them. I can't turn my back on them. But they're lying off the coast, a couple hundred yards off the coast, and I can't reach them. And the people in Tyre going like, da 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 da. Yeah, you can't reach us. And Alexander looked around and he saw the ancient city of Tyre, the ruins, the rubble, all just sitting there for 200 years, uninhabited. And Alexander had his men tear the city down. Every brick, every piece of mortar, everything. And they scraped it right down to the bedrock, soil and everything. And they carted it to the ocean front. And they built a causeway over to the island where the city of Tyre had moved. It took them a week or 2 or 3, whatever. He built a causeway over to the island. And Tyre fell within days. Because there was no moat surrounding them anymore. There was a highway right to their walls. And they didn't have a very strong wall. They didn't need what they thought. Now that's pretty remarkable. Except, I'd like to read you Ezekiel's prophecy. And then put it all together with what I just gave you the history. Now, let's put the prophecy a couple hundred years in advance. Ezekiel 26, 3 through 5 and 7 through 9 says, I am against you. This is God speaking. I am against you, O Tyre, and I will bring many nations against you. And they will destroy the walls of Tyre and pull down her towers and scrape away her rubble and make her a bare rock. Well, Nebuchadnezzar tore down the walls. The people abandoned it. And when Alexander came along, he tore down what was left of the towers and the rubble, and it made him a bare rock. So far, the prophecy has been fulfilled. But that's not all. God says, ancient Tyre, the bare rock, will be a place for spreading nets in the middle of the sea. It shall become a plunder of the nations. And from the north I will bring Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and he shall set a battering ram against your walls and break down your towers. Exactly what happened. Now, ancient Tyre had resisted Nebuchadnezzar, and he took them, tore down their walls, and fulfilled the very first part of Ezekiel's prophecy. But the prophecy doesn't quit there. Like I said, the people of Tyre rebuilt their town over on the island in an impregnable location, so enemies could no longer attack them directly. But because of Tyre's defensive move, because they moved to the island, the second part of the prophecy was set to be fulfilled. I mean, it's astounding. Ezekiel 26:12-13 says, "And they shall plunder your riches and destroy your fine houses, and they shall throw your stones and your timber and your dust into the middle of the sea." Well, holy Toledo. And this is 200 years before Nebuchadnezzar, before Alexander came along. The time of Nebuchadnezzar. "They shall throw your stones and your timbers and your dust into the middle of the sea, and I will cause the sound of your songs to be heard no more." Alexander came along, took the dust and stones and the whole Megillah, and they threw it in the sea. Oh, that's not defendable. That's not over yet. But God isn't leaving himself an awful lot of wriggle room, I've got to tell you. He don't need it. So, first of all, like we said, Nebuchadnezzar tore down the walls, and then 200 years after the city had moved offshore, Alexander arrived on the scene, but the capture of the city looked impossible. But Alexander brilliantly scraped all the rubble up, threw it in the sea, built it, and the island was captured. Very little difficulty. By the way, the causeway still exists today. If you go to the small town that calls itself Tyre, or Tyre used to be, it used to be the island, but now it's not an island anymore, because the causeway that Alexander built out there over the centuries has gathered sand, has come in from the tides, and now it's a peninsula that is out. But to get to the town of Tyre, you still have to walk across the causeway, walk down the causeway that Alexander built. It's still there. And for centuries, the bedrock of ancient Tyre, the old city, where they tore down on the bedrock, for centuries the bedrock, the bare bedrock of ancient Tyre was used by local fishermen to spread their nets and men. Now, does this check out with Ezekiel's prophecy? Well, that's the one. Ezekiel's prophecy in chapter 26 ends like this. Chapter 26, verse 14 says, "Tyre, I will make you like the top of a rock, and you shall be a place to spread nets." Well, brothers and sisters, hope you enjoyed that. One of the most remarkable prophecies in the Bible. You may have heard it before, you may not. It's not talked about very much, but it's remarkable. We're going to give you more of them as we go along, so hang in there. Tune in, tell your friends. Oh, and by the way, I have a book for sale on Kindle. It's called Satan's War on You. It just went up a week or two ago, brand new. It talks about all this stuff, from the perspective of Satan waging war on mankind from Adam and Eve right up to the very end. And you'll get a lot of laughs, a lot of information from that book. Check it out. It's on Kindle. Amazon Kindle. It's called Satan's War on You by Tony George. And, what else can I say? One more. Oh yeah, I'm working on another book. It'll be up there in a few weeks. It's called Daniel's 5-alarm warning to the Jew. And it's finished, but I'm formatting it for Kindle. They have little specifications that I don't write that way normally, but now I have to. They won't let me. So that's okay. Gives me a chance for rewriting, a little polish. So God bless you. Tune in again. And oh, by the way, my producer, his name is Anthony. And Anthony is going to put in a lot of special effects behind me. I don't know what he's going to do. Right now it's just a green screen behind me, but it'll change. And enjoy what he does. He enjoys doing it, and he's a great help. Thank you very much, and God bless.